Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome to the third live stream I am doing in a 16-hour period, less than 16 hours. Like you said, Dylan Falconer. How's it going, Dylan? Marx has been streaming a lot recently. Yeah, today has just been an exception because I forgot how time zones worked. I was like, oh, I can do one stream on Sunday and I can do one stream on Monday. And then I realized, oh, but I'm focused on like US time zones. The Sunday evening stream means it's my morning. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, I need to do more. Hey, Gilmohar, I don't think there should be an echo unless you're listening on both platforms. Does anyone else have an echo? I think it's just a you thing. Hey, Giggles, how's it going? Flo? Yeah, no echo. It's just a skill issue, Gilmohar. Me also, I went to the gym earlier, so my hair is a bit of a mess. Also, my Google is just listening. Go away. So yeah, damn, it feels good to be back after YouTube excursion. The plan for today, guys, is I mean, I don't really know. We're probably gonna do some MMO98 stuff. I missed the US streams to make this time zone once. Live again. Yep, Chi Lemonade. So for those who didn't know, so this morning, 6 a.m. my time. It's currently 7 p.m. So 13 hours ago, I went live for the first time of the day and we played some demos. It was like viewer demo stream. And then after that, I was like, okay, well, let me actually turn the Skyrim a little bit down, maybe. After that, I was like, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. And then my lovely wife was like, oh, I'm going out actually. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna work. And then I realized, yeah, but if I work, I may as well live stream. But I was like, I want to listen to like my copyrighted music. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a Twitch only live stream and then just delete the VOD afterwards. So only like 20 people know of its existence. But I streamed for like another 2 hours. And then now we're gonna be streaming for probably another 2 hours. Although, you know, energy levels, bear in mind, I've been awake since 5 in the morning, a little bit later than 5. Maybe a little bit different today's live stream. So I don't know, to be honest, how much productivity there is going to be. But yeah, hey Rara1, nice to see you here as well once again. And we go there. Hi Toasty Cedas. We played your game, by the way. I don't know if you saw it earlier. Are you from like Indonesia or Malaysia? Because you weren't in chat earlier when we played your game. Or are you just making a game in that setting? Because I know like one person in the world called Cedas, and he's from Belgium. So yeah. Just got back on my PC after saving my drive. Almost lost all my projects. Yeah, that's why you need Git. And yeah, morning from Poland. Hey, MemoBots games as well. So yeah, what's the goal? Also, how's my like audio levels? I think I'm gonna lower it just a little bit. Advanced audio properties, because I have this new mic and I'm still figuring things out, basically. We played it a bit earlier on the Twitch stream, and I came up with this list of things to do. Cloud backup, learned that the hard way during the MBA. Yeah. We have like some sound effect stuff. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna do new capsule. We did some tooltip stuff. We did some SFX stuff. Hey Benjamin as well. How's it going? We have some thoughts. This is a chat tab. Sure, you're all with the streams lately. I'm also just enjoying it, and it's only gonna get. I'm actually planning on redoing. Probably we have the schedule, right? I'm actually thinking I'm going to redo it starting from this Wednesday. I'm gonna make an updated version. I think the Asset Jam just isn't gonna happen, unfortunately, because I have too much Next Fest stuff to do. Also, there's nothing planned for it yet. There's no like sign up, so I think it's generally just a bad call. Viewer call, it is still gonna happen. I think I'm just going to do like near daily live streams and then just longer live streams. Have you seen Yap Yap? I have. And fun fact, the Yap Yap developer, or one of the developers, is also a Bite Me viewer. So we are part of the Yap Yap success, is what I would like to say. Let me actually see if I can pull it up. Like they once commented something, so they are officially a Bite Me viewer. That's how I count it. I think if I just go to community and look up yep because he just said it. No, yep. No, okay. Well, there at some point the guy wrote a comment about it. Interview them or something, maybe. I mean, I don't really like the online interviews though. But basically, I think we're gonna be doing way more live streams. Yeah. I think the Asset Jam was also kind of a dumb thing. I made this schedule without considering the fact that we were gonna join Next Fest. And I think I can do other stuff than the Asset Jam. Like I can still do some live streams on this weekend because I'm gonna be alone anyway. But they may just be a little bit more quote unquote low effort or like more multitasking than just the Asset Jam, basically. Yes, I saw the VOD games in a rough state, not gonna lie. I'm going to remove some annoying mechanics. I'm from Malaysia. Okay, so makes sense. Yeah, you saw me struggle with the mouse probably in moving some of the stuff. Okay. I think what I want to do today, maybe it could be an interesting thing to do with you guys, and like it's pretty low key, is brainstorm a bit on our skill tree and what we want to do there. So also I feel like I have way too much shit open on my PC because it's like suffering. Viewer call-in marathon. Yeah, the viewer call-ins are gonna last probably 8 hours. That's why we're starting at 5 p.m. Japan time. I can go until like 1 a.m. I would say. And then I'm thinking of doing another stream. I have 2 ideas. So one stream idea is just looking at Steam pages until I genuinely want to blow my brains out. Which is, I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's just going to be like, free for all. Anyone in chat who's like, look at my Steam page, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to have the giant ass queue, and we're going to keep going until that giant ass queue is done. That was one idea. Steam Guesser, no, Steam Guesser honestly isn't great content. And then the second idea would just be like me LARPing as a salary man. I start at 8:30 in the morning or like 8 in the morning wearing my suit, and I just go up until like 6 p.m. And then the suit goes, and then it's just the nomikai, it's the drinking with the chat, and go from there, basically. I don't know. It's just I have time because the 18th my wife leaves to Vietnam for 10 days. So anything from the 19th, basically, until March 1st, I can do whatever I want. That's also why like some of our stream, like our demo playthroughs start earlier now, because I also don't have to worry as much about like, you know, eating dinner like a social person. This next Fest demo stream will be done by William as well. So we're going to do a bunch of stuff. 24-hour stream coming, I considered it, but I don't know. 24 hours is just too much, I think. 12 hours, easy. 16 hours, maybe. But 24 hours, I think there's just no way, basically. So yeah, right now, how the game works is we have this thing. This is our... Can I not zoom out? I swear we used to be able to zoom. I guess we can't zoom out. Really? Huh. I'm like pretty certain that we used to have zooming support for this thing. This is our current skill tree. Why can I not zoom in and out? We have like 2 views. We have like this view. It's like the pricing view. So you can see kind of like an Excel graph. Like the more expensive something is. So that's kind of the idea of like, there's like circles to how deep you can go with the upgrades. And then this one, this graph is like the actual like visual designer for how we want to design everything basically. And then we can easily go here in the side view actually. If I pull this up, like we can easily change the different upgrades normally. I guess not. Hey Octara, it was pretty good. So yeah, what's the price raise you're currently thinking for the game? $5.99 or $4? Yeah, $5.99. I don't want to price any of our games under $5. I think 599 would be the point that I want to add, like land on. So yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of a weird thing. Let me lower this a little bit. No, this is custom made, the tech tree. This is using like Unity has this visual designer thing, and then William wrote a custom editor, and then I also wrote like this custom editor that ties into that as well, basically. It's pretty basic. I know there's some stuff on the Unity Asset Store that you can use, but yeah, and then we have here, this is like the overview of like just everything in a list. Bonsoir, no, it's morning. Bonjour, Eliane. How's it going? So yeah, then we have the research. So this is a more advanced thing. This is another thing that I probably want to think about. A lot of these things are not implemented yet. So maybe we should start by making a list of everything you want to do. What do you mean that's basic? I'm not sure, Kaden, what exactly you're talking about. Operations. So the deploy hotfix operation needs to go away. How would you go about color and sound play more of a factor? So we actually added some game feel in terms of like the popping. I've seen like a lot of crazy stuff with some of the incremental games, but I think for Windows 98 style, I think having too much of the like almost like mobile dev game feel just is too much, basically. Yeah, my PC is like somewhat suffering, I feel, from something. But if I can play the game, I can show you like what we do have in terms of like limited game feel. I'll never build an incremental. It's kind of a miserable thing, all of the upgrade logic, definitely. But it's also like we ran into some problems with like localization and things like that. Like the next game we make is gonna be better. That's kind of the idea of like, okay, let's get this game out there, and then come from there. Yeah, why is it so miserably slow? Something on my PC is like eating up resources. I think it may actually just genuinely be Unity. So like, let's go here. Let's pause the game for a second. And then go to game, give money. Just give ourselves a lot of money. Oh, I need to unpause. Okay, so we go to the upgrade tree. So what we do is like, you have like some visual stuff, and then it's just like the pop-in. Yeah, my performance is miserable. Unity editor. I think I'm just gonna restart my Unity because it's been on for... Are you still locked in a death struggle? No, not really. I think it's just my Unity has been on for like 9 hours non-stop. But yeah, the game feel we have is like, you can see like the line, and then like this one like appears. And then I had made something that if an upgrade is purchasable, it was gonna slightly wiggle. But it didn't really work. Elian, I had a dream this night about making an incremental game where you're a YouTuber trying to get more and more subscribers. I'm surprised that maybe doesn't really exist yet. The gnome is tweaking. It's spitting facts. We can minimize it though. It's Norman. So yeah, we have like some game feel stuff. But I am gonna be honest, it's pretty basic. I'm gonna restart Unity just to make sure that it's gonna be fine. Locked idle animation, unlock animation by animation, SFX, unlock the node, yeah. So yeah, Unity, let's restart MMO 98. And go from there. Place your bets right now. How long will it take to boot up Unity? Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of incremental game ideas, is what I'm realizing more and more. But it's just not there. Also, I feel like I'm slightly out of focus. Oh well. Unity is still loading. Godot could never. And go from there. Also, can we just do a W's in chat for me? I've been like hitting the gym more consistently recently. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of did. Today was arm day. And I feel like I'm starting to notice, like, finally I'm getting muscle again after, like, I've been going now for 2 or 3 weeks more consistently, like, finally. But before that, it was very odd, on and off for like half a year plus. So, yeah. I'm like at the point now that I'm like back to like my old weights and things like that as well. W's in chat. You can honestly just reuse your tool. I think William is definitely gonna turn this like into more of a like framework, because we also had like a lot of things that we kind of only realized like later on of like, oh shit, how do we handle, for example, the numbers and all of that? Lots of W's in the chat. Is the gym different in Japan? I would say so. It's relatively simple. Are you bulking up? Of course, MD. And they're a lot calmer. I think that's what I enjoy as well. There's just less people here who want to go to the gym, which means that like I can go and there's like 2 people there. So yeah, I think we should be at a better performance level now. Let's take a look. And let's get closer. Let's lock in. Cat Cafe Simulator. I think that desktop Cat Cafe genuinely exists already. I'm gonna make a muscle bar simulator. Yeah, this was the... Oh, I didn't update my screen. It was loaded already. It's a lot more smooth, in my opinion. So yeah, we have like this. So now I have money. And then I think if I go to... Like I have... how is Japan for me currently? It's good. Yeah, Samyan made one. Samyan made Desktop Cat Cafe. I think it's called... let's just look up upgrades. Upgrade node here. So we have like some game feel scripts on here. So we have like on hover, like scale on hover. It's like a basic one. If you click, it like zooms in and out a bit. The unlock has like that it appears. The denied, I can't reduce money right now. I have too much. I think I can just buy some, yeah. So it does like a wiggle on the deny. And then the appear. I think only this one doesn't really work. Thank you, by the way, for the follow as well. X29BD. So yeah. Hey, Splendid Dog, been binging your videos a lot recently, never knew soon. It's like 4 AM here. But I guess I never caught last time. Yeah, indeed, in the Discord, we have a list of when we're gonna stream. Nice, what are we doing here? We are planning what we're gonna do next with our game, basically. I should provision a new server. I love the retro themes, never gets old. Oh, perfect. David, also thank you very much for the follow. So you're starting a new game? We've been working on this for a while now. I think like another problem, like for example, this like db.studio, this was another thing that we didn't really know at the start of like, how do we have a good centralized point of information to get stats, like how much money do you have, how many players do you have, and all of those things basically. And we realized it only too late basically, which meant like lots of refactors, but like next game we shouldn't have that problem anymore. So yeah, I think the upgrade tree, I just have to do the upgrade tree. I keep getting sidetracked. But yeah, we have our data editor window. So this is kind of like everything. We can also like do a lot of other stats here. Between this game and antivirus, Survivors 2003 Professional, I'm swimming in games with early 2000s PC aesthetic. Love to see it. Next feature, Alba, it's going to be the debugger. It's not available. This is going to be the thing that once William comes back from his vacation day today, I'm going to yell at him. First thing you have to do is implement the debugger. That's like the last non-content thing that we need for this game. Otherwise, what we just need to do is come up with the research stuff. That actually reminds me. Okay, so William already added like these demo checklists. We're gonna dive into that in a second. So the deploy hotfix, this one should go. And we maybe need to think about some other things. So deploy hotfix, we're gonna remove because we're going to replace this. Okay, so we have two operations now, the marketing blast and buy server node. So operations are the thing that you can see in this box that's like permanently visible. So this is kind of like, what you have to do this stream is just come up with content ideas that would fit. So an idea I would have is we have an operation that increases hype temporarily. We could do something like getting an operation that like temporarily reduces your ping massively or something. I'm not sure how we're gonna call it, or like you can like very cheaply over provision your servers, like burst capacity. I think that could be a good one. So then we put in a new can I not go? I think this fucked up a little bit. Let me take a look at the folder. Create assets. This is like auto-generated. Okay, I'm just gonna copy paste marketing blast. Okay, now it's updated. So we're gonna call this what's a good name? Flexible provision. Doesn't really matter exactly. Okay, so these are our strings for the description and title. This is a very small. Can I give more space? Yes, I can. Oh, I can see it here as well. Flexible provision. Let's give this a new ID. I've been making my first incremental game for the past month. I kind of went blind with it. Any tips on how to manage scaling of currency and pace? Figuring that thing out is at the seat of our pants, basically. So we want to have a upgrade for node capacity. And it should temporarily like go 1.5. I think this is honestly a pretty good one to have. Oh, but this should become an operation locked by... I know how we do this. Okay. So let's pull out our trusty Google Sheets for M198. And let's just... what's a good name for the... Let's ask. I should know this. To quickly, temporarily increase resources to deal with bursts of load. Okay, and then how would you describe it as an ability in a themed game? Is Gemini better than ChatGPT? I've lately been using Gemini more. Auto scaling. Swap file overdrive. That's a miserable name. Okay. Can you make the name less cringe? I'm also using it now because I got the general like Google One or something like that because I need like better Google Meets, and it came with better Gemini included as well. I also feel like ChatGPT got a lot dumber in the last like 3 months, so that's kind of why I was like, you know what, actually I'm gonna bother more and more with Gemini. Something overdrive, turbo button, plug and play bursts, IRQ priority shifts. I feel like swap file overdrive doesn't really. Let's do. I feel like this is too long of a string though. When's the release date? Hopefully middle of April. Okay. Elasticity. Cluster overdrive. I might be in a minority with this. It sucks for the most part, but I just get like 500 names, and then it's like, okay, I can live with this. Like, it gives me enough to work on, and it gives you like, you can like drill down more of like, give me 50 things, and I can tell all of these suck, or like, this thing kind of works, and then I can like drip of like, okay, give me some more that use more like the overdrive. I think the cluster overdrive might be a good one. So we're gonna go with that. Let's rename this to cluster overdrive. Can we make it a chat command, exclamation mark release? You can do exclamation mark mo98. And that it doesn't really give you, it just goes to the itch.io page, I think, right now. So we can go to operations underscore, what was it? Cluster overdrive. Hey, Sockhouse. Thank you for your hard work today. Skare sama de šta. And hope you got a lot of stuff done. Cluster overdrive, and then cluster overdrive description. Cluster overdrive. Temporarily, passively. Okay. Okay, so let's go to here. And then let's pull operations. So they should show up. I think turbo mode in general and like overclocking is something I want to save for the actual like general skill tree. This is kind of for the more, this is for the prestige store that I want to use this because it's a pretty big improvement. And then probably we want to do something else like auto scaling, where you can like go over a little bit, or you can get to like 110% of performance without having an actual impact. So I think if we go to research now, Or is it going to have to be from upgrades? Yeah, okay. So research currently cannot give an operation. So let's just lock this for now behind. The deploy hotfix becomes... Oh, I think I need to save. This is still wrong. Cluster overdrive. Cluster overdrive description. This is like a kind of finicky thing. I think I need to hit reload, and it needs to actually like it runs like code in the background that re-updates all of these things. Yeah, so now my Unity is like multiple tasks. William probably knows a lot better how to explain what is actually going on. I don't know. I just use it. Operation does not contain a definition for deploy hotfix. Okay, so I should not have deleted up deploy hotfix maybe. It's all in the same class, so let's take a look at how we fix this. Come on, Ryder. Yeah, my Windows is just so slow now. Sometimes maybe I do miss Godot. I mean, I've never used Godot. That's gonna be the 24-hour live stream. Hey, Ashley, how's it going? Come on. This window. Okay, that took a long time. So we are on all hype for next fest. Yeah. It's scary. It's gonna be the first time in a year. Last next fest we did was my virtual friend. Which is also like, you know, what can you do? I don't know what this exactly is, honestly. Speed modifier. Ah, I see. Come on. Ryder also takes 10. I feel like back when I was in uni, so like 6 years ago, Ryder was like blazing fast on my old PC. But now, like the last 2 years, Ryder is like first boot of Ryder has always been very long. Once Ryder is on, I would say it's fast, but like the first boot experience is just miserable. He's RAM maxing. I don't want to know my RAM. I have only 32 gigs, which looking back is like, what do you mean only 32? Okay, I think Ryder is almost there. So operation dot cluster overdrive. Cluster overdrive. What is this? Oh, modifier type. So let's take a look at the... Come on, let me click through. Okay, so operations hotfix. What was it called? Cluster overdrive. Oh, Jamie is here. Hi, Jamie. Ryder does show that it can give you performance improving. As from personal, I have never had it have any improvements. Where does it say it? Can I pull it up still? No. Okay. Cluster overdrive speed. Cost. Skill. Okay, and then here I can just do once again. Here, here, here. I think this should fix it. You have to do it manually. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I feel like I used to press that button before. Do you think time is running out on the incremental jar? I think only on one specific type of incrementals right now. Oh my god, now I have something else. Here, okay. Only on the style where you just like hover your cursor over something and then it like auto clicks and then you upgrade just like what your cursor does when you hover over something. I think that's the only one where it is an actual problem. I think otherwise incremental games are still pretty fine. I think it's just the idea of point at something. Why do I think so? Because it's just getting boring. So yeah. Sold my old 64 gig workstation, nobody. I think it also doesn't give you a lot of room for like innovation. Okay, I think we have cluster overdrive now. So let's go to our upgrades once again. Now this one can become cluster overdrive. What's an icon we can use for this? Let's do like the fan. And let's try it out. So it should temporarily now. The mouse hover over incremental games are trash, no matter the polish. Like I think it's been done. That scriptable object table is an asset. No, it's custom made. It's all just like I think we do use Odin actually. Yeah, this is with Odin, I would say. And then like the exact thing, like all of these things and like these graph. This is default Unity, this graph. I think the overview uses Odin. But don't quote me on that. The newest averaging genre. I don't know. I think, yeah. Odin is incredible. Yeah. Why are we waiting so long, Unity? Okay. So, upgrades. Let's give ourselves some money. And then invoke. Okay. So, I buy this one. Operations, unit testing, and then here. Okay, it's still the wrong title, actually. I can now cluster overdrive. So for 15 seconds now, my server capacity should go massively down. So if I give myself 2,000 players. Okay, we're going over. Can I see my current capacity? Yeah, okay, so let's provision one server. Speed it up. Okay, so we're at like almost 100%, so that's why this is orange. So if I'm like cluster overdrive, okay, now I kind of have like temporary time to do something else. So the idea would be like balancing wise, this is going to not be a skill tree unlock, but it's going to be a research unlock. So here, it would be in here. I think it's the burst compute actually that we want to call it. Fuck, not cluster overdrive. This would then be like permanently visible, and then you would have multiple, you could have multiple bars here basically. So you have multiple operations running at the same time. The idea is that you can do up to 3 operations at the same time, and you buy the multiple operations through this research store, which costs user data, TB bytes, and that's kind of the flow that we want to have there. So we're gonna make some of the content for that. Oh, I thought everyone was talking about Odin language. Yeah, so Unity also has a very big asset called Odin that allows you to easily make custom editor windows. But yeah, I was also kind of confused at some point of like, what's the Odin language for like custom engines? What does it have to do with Unity? The answer is it has nothing to do with Unity. Okay, so in here, this is I have like my odds and ends. This is stuff that I want William to do. So research should be able to unlock an operation. Also, the cluster overdrive should not have a scale. it should just be a permanent, like a thing you can do at any point. And then for 20 seconds, you get scaling, basically. I think that's a fine thing. Okay. So now let's think a little bit about what else we want to do. I'm gonna just pull up the game quickly again, so I can take like some notes for myself of what the categories are, and then like do some notepad brainstorming instead of like having to go back and forward the entire time. Ta-da. Okay, so if I go to research, we have 4 categories right now. Oh, I actually have something here already. Research, upgrades, monetization, development, performance, and then studio. Let me zoom in a bit so you guys can read this as well. So live services earn money passively from your players. 50% of true fans, 20% of regular players will spend an extra 20 bucks. I think something else would be like, I don't know the name, like GTA doubles the sale price of your game. So this is kind of like the base game copy price is 20 bucks. As in like buying, like not if you as a player, but like someone in the virtual game spends 20 bucks. This needs a better name. Hey Zeko. Mid-March. I hope so. We made a Patreon video about it actually. I can pull it up though. I think middle of March, late March. I'm not sure. I also don't know how much like polish will do versus like other stuff as well. $22.40. You should make a whale version with real life microtransactions. I mean, it can fit in like the monetization. There was like one thing we had as well, like horse armor. Or like an operation to like create a cosmetic. I don't think we should do too many operations though, because we don't have that much UI space for it. Reduces the amount of bugs needed. What does that mean, Marnix? Make better sequels from the first dev round. Okay, this is fine. Oh, we were going to do one. With like debug or something, where it's like better indication, make it easier to identify bugs. So this comes part in the debugger. Advanced debugger is such a lame name though, but we'll figure it out later. That's just the localization we need to change. Oh, what's it called? Pull requests. It reduces the amount of bugs occurring by like 50%. I don't know. It's a prestige shop. It can do big stats. This is kind of like the stuff you get here is like game changing. So I want to have like some of the big ones. Like for example, the burst compute. Oh, so this is different. Allows you to go up to 110% load with negative impact. And then let's call the other one. What did we call the overdrive? Something overdrive. Cluster overdrive. Temporarily increases. Are there any incrementals? I haven't looked into it yet, but most likely there will be. Also incrementals that maybe are already out yet, but they're bigger, or incrementals are releasing at the same time. I think there's multiple options, basically. Hot reload debugger. Temporarily increases the max capacity. But it, I think I made a YouTube short about it once, actually. Like, we did one bundle when Paddle came out. I reached out to the guy. I'm like, yo, you want a bundle? I mean, this stats are going to be a bit older now, but I can probably show you. It gave us quite a bunch of money, I would say. Let's just do 1 year. The Paddle bundle has given us $750 in sales. That I count as like free bonus money. We also made a bundle that includes our 2 anomaly games, which actually sold for more, surprisingly, or like at least has a higher average bundle price that we earn as well. This is also one that we do with ourselves, and then this Japan Anomalies was another anomaly hunting game from a Byte viewer, also set in Japan. So it's like, we didn't get super rich from these bundles, but it's like, it's an easy thing to have, and it is some extra sales. Engineers have put together. Okay, this one is fine. Doubles player capacity per server. I think that's a fine one as well. I think burst compute maybe. I think that's fine as well. Increases concurrent operations to 2. And then we're going to have a second upgrade that we just make like more expensive there as well. I think bundle widget makes the store page look better. Yeah, maybe. And that's the thing, like, these are some bundles with like very basic, like very limited amount of games that we bundle with. Like, probably I can make it easier to bundle with like some of our other, like, also I have the benefit of like an audience. Other people in my audience are making incremental games. Can probably bundle with them and go from there. Expansion 1, expansion 2. What is some other studio-related upgrades we can do for this game? I feel like my servers are very overloaded. Let's just provision a server as well. Thank you, Norman. And I'll just pause. Oh, there is one. This is a pretty big passive income upgrade, though. Monetization, development, Mergecrest Studio. Skeleton Crew. It's kind of related to monetization, though. Skeleton Crew. Your previous games keep earning you a percentage money. Overseas contracting, that's the remote support we have here. Engineers are pulled together to resolve data center issues. Like 0.05% off lifetime. Even this is like a lot. Let's do 0.01% of lifetime revenue. Maybe this is, I don't know. But those are numbers we can fix. Hey, Ginger Dev, have a good stream. You want to bundle with me when we release this game? We were talking about bundles earlier. Or do you think we are not worthy? Don't worry, I'm not putting you on the spot this much. We'll talk at another point. Don't give him too many crazy ideas. He might add stand-ups. Let's just like see what AI can throw at my face with this, just so I can get some more ideas. I have a prestige MMO infrastructure. Themed incremental game. Some high impact. So I could add. What does the end game look like? To reach a monetary milestone and have a game's release number? I think it's going to be monetary milestone. Like one idea we had was like to go like public IPO. And this would like unlock stock markets. But I don't really know exactly what to do. Why do you need a debugger if it's a feature or for testing purposes? The debugger is a thing in game. It's a window. It's not really implemented. The milestone is to be acquired by a bigger company. Something like that, maybe. Hey, Loya, how's it going? Compliance audits, that doesn't matter. We don't have a decay rate. It uses the bug to revenue penalty. DLL hell mitigation. Are there mod teams in game? No, there's not. We don't care about the actual game is basically what it comes down. You're Blizzard. How will the prestige mechanics work? You're going to release a new game. At a certain point, you will not be earning enough money. And then you're going to be forced to release a sequel. The window is currently disabled. And then you try again. And what you then get is you get two prestige resources. One of them is research, like data, player data in TB bytes. And then the other one is like true fans, is what we call them. And the true fans, they like instantly buy your next game and will give you multipliers for your future games, basically. So that's the upgrade also that we have here is like day one DLC, 50% of true fans and 20% of regular players spend an extra $20 on purchase of the game. So like, let's say the first game only earns like $100,000, but then the second game will be able to earn 250K because you're going to get some data. You can buy something in the prestige store, and then you like have that benefit basically. That's the idea of how prestiging works. And then you can, by prestiging, also automate the regular loop of, for example, like the worldview. That's what the what is it? The remote support upgrade would be for as well. Will there be any bribing officials for government for rules that benefit you and harm your competitors? I don't think so, because there's no concept of competitors. Increases your player's growth rate, replaces desks based on your total lifetime revenue. I don't know. No roleplay as Bobby. Not to that degree. None of these really fit what I'm really looking for. Like, I don't know if I want like the penalties to really work. I should upgrades. Take none of these things because it doesn't know the context, of course. I just need more ideas. We'll see now. Is there a fail state? You can only win slower. You can always basically prestige. There's no hardcore fail state. It's just win slower indeed. That was like one thing of like the game, you can't lose money. There is no way to lose money. You may just like earn money very slow. And kind of be like having to wait or kind of be somewhat stuck and go from there. Incrementals typically don't have fail states, indeed. So that's a thing that we also like kind of want to avoid. Looking for permanent upgrades. One more overdrive for road. Why does it talk like this? Sync every server into giant super node. It's gonna be pretty different. I just joined and I see him asking ChatGPT for ideas. This is not ChatGPT, my dude. I'm just not sure because Chat isn't coming up with good ideas. It's just make more money, bribe people. Showcases. None of these make sense. Ooh, we need something that increases your starting capital. This belongs in studio. Increases your starting. How do we? Well, you have negative impacts. Start using generative AI. We wouldn't have that at least because there's partner with PC Gaming Mac for monthly coverage of your game. Dark patterns. It kind of needs to fit in the like 90s vibe as well. Increases your starting capital because right now you start with 0. Would we make this one a one with multiple levels? Same with the expansion one? I don't like that. I think it's kind of like a weird UI. $2. Or maybe do we just create do you just make an extra category called bank? And then we do something like increases starting capital to like 50,000, and then we just get like a few upgrades. Like we get like 3 upgrades released to starting capital. So this goes into like 250,000 and then like $1 million, let's say. And then we have one more bank related, or like 2 more bank related upgrades. Could be 90 steamed, yeah. I don't know what the consensus was on negative states. I think it's just something people don't really like with the incremental games. I've heard some people talk about it. I think the general consensus was you don't want the negative states. We can do it. I think we actually did have it at some points. But like especially like an upgrade tree that you want to buy, but then it's like, because you need to progress. And that's kind of the problem of like, you don't have the choice whether you buy it or not. You buy it because you want the stuff that's like behind it as well. And that's kind of not great. So let's call this like LA office and then like London office or whatever. Loot boxes for everyone wants loot boxes, but how do we like make it an interesting stat? Does dev team reputation carry over? We don't have VCs in the game, but you have true fans that build up depending on how good of a game you make. A one-time massive cash infusion. Oh, reduce the cost of all upgrades is a good one as well. Government grant. Call this VC funded then. And then I don't know what this one is gonna be. Publisher deal. The goal would be to have 5 for each. That's kind of what the UI is designed for, 5 per category. So we have like this, and then we can do the other one is going to be like all cost like 15% less. But I don't know, it's kind of the same thing though. Do you have any other good ideas? 32-bit architecture. I think it's a cool name at least, 32-bit architecture. Sequels taking less time doesn't really matter because it's not a meaningful thing. This is a good one. Reducing the penalty of high load. Actually, I think we don't have that. We can go without negative impact for limited time. And then we need one more, kinda. Why is uploading a demo build to Steam such a pain? It only is if you're over 2 gigabytes. Otherwise, it's just web upload and you're fine. I love some blast processing. Is there somewhere blast processing? No. All passive revenue sources gain a 1.2x multiplier. I think that's a good one. How do we call this? Marble flooring. All passive resources gain a 1.2x. What passive resources right now would only be this though. I think we want to have something with like very much faster manual tax returns. Still Big Four accountant. Big Four consulting. Big Four consultant, all passive resources. Gain a 1.2x multiplier. What? There is no active resource though. So then it kind of belongs into money as well. All revenue resources gain a 1.2x multiplier. Let's do like 1.3. Oh, blast processing refers to Sega marketing 32-bit graphics on their consoles. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can web upload if you have less than 2 gigabytes. Then it's super easy. You just put it in a zip and do it from there. The war room unlocks a ticker. Yeah, so that was like one idea for like the end game. Yeah, we have that. We have like I think it's currently just called Marketing Blast, and for 15 seconds, it massively increases your game's hype and gives you like benefits. We also have this thing. I can buy it soon. Like this cluster overdrive. Now for 20 seconds, I'm too poor currently, like you can like your server load doesn't get as impacted basically. So this is revenue gained. How do you do faster manual server reprovisioning? Internship free labor. I probably also want to do something more with the sequels, and the debugger only has one thing right now. Let's just give me all the windows so I can kind of see what we're working with again. Taskbar, bar, left side, sequel. Okay, so in the sequel we can develop. We still need to figure out the first development cost shouldn't be free. Is there going to be an option? No, because the studio location doesn't really matter. End game goal: Knorman the gnome knows Knut. We're not going to do that. So like the idea would be like we can do like this is faster, but this being faster does not seem like a prestige upgrade. But I'm not sure what exactly we can do here. Because I think we definitely want to have 5 things each. This is designed to have 5 things each, but we only have our monetization 5 right now. Can player upload own box art? Nope. It's just like randomly generated. Like you can just it just goes to the next one. And that's it. Like there's just a collection of box art that it like takes one random front from, and that's it. So easier to identify bugs. This would be an easy, cheap one. Sequels from the first dev round. Faster is not worth it. We can do something, probably like 32-bit architecture, actually. Oh, we call it custom FPGA. So just like 32-bit architecture. Doubles player capacity per server. I think is a good one to just have. The big box. We don't need anything monetization-wise anymore. Oh, deployment scripts. That's a good one. Visioning is 75 faster. Sure. There is no maintenance costs. We are not going to upgrade this. Another stream, what is happening? I saw 3 streams in the span of 12 hours. It's 13 hours, but yeah. Hi, Patty. Yeah. Ooh, BGP peering agreement is a good one. Something latency-wise. But we need a better name than BGP peering. Slashes latency in half. I don't know exactly how we word it nicer, but like BGP, Border Gateway Protocol. I don't think we have space for 4. Let me actually check footer, operations, content. Like how many, we have 2 slider expansions that would take up this much space, and then Let's say we add. We can barely fit, we can make this work, but like more than 4 operations and 3 concurrent ones wouldn't make sense. But this one we can make work. Like we can maybe just like here, but this one's spacing like 10. No, 20. No. Oh, what's the spacing between the buttons here? We could put this at 2. Oh, and this needs then like padding top, I guess like 10. Bottom 10. Oh, I need to expand the height like 160 for that to work. Yeah, we can do like a UI like this without much of a problem. So you can have 4 upgrades. Increased operation duration. Good one. Please drop the protocol. That's a good one. Increases. Or do we just speed things up? Because the problem is like servers, you don't want them to be longer to provision. You want them to be faster. So increases isn't the right term here. Because like the marketing and the server like cluster overdrive thing makes sense to make them last 2 times as long. But we need to have a term that then also prolongs operation duration. I mean, still like server, let's just assume people can make it work. And then like speeds up the provisioning of servers by half. Like kind of like halves it. Research speed doesn't matter. Instantly grants 5 random purchased upgrades. This is a weird one, I think. But on the other hand, I think one problem or like one piece of feedback we will get that we may have to solve some other way is like having the ability to auto buy upgrades from the start. Where now, let's say I have like 3 prestiges and I prestige again, I'm gonna have like 4,000 true fans. And it means that in second 1 of playing the game, your servers are already overloaded. There's no like period before you start and release the game to already set up like your infrastructure. And that may be something that we need to do actually. Thank you, Norman. Oh, Norman is behind the tooltip. So we should change that. Yeah, okay, this is better. Okay, that should be an easy fix. So we kind of need to have a way of like, I go here, I release new game, not here. I say release, confirm, and now it's like, okay, it's instantly out, and you can see like my server load is already going up. I don't know why I have a max capacity of 8,000. I should not have that many. Because I only have 1 server. I think maybe because I have some research? No. Server capacity should not be this big. We have a bug somewhere, Houston. But the thing is, I would have to instantly go here. Can you queue upgrades? Yeah, so that's the thing that I'm like thinking. How do we do that? I think the easiest thing would be to have a flow of research. Okay, not research. SQL. Okay, release. And then you go to dashboard, and there's like a big button here or something, release game. And then you have some sort of a starting capital that you can use. Again, now the thing is, we on purpose don't want you to feel like you can use the money from your previous game. Even though it kind of makes sense, it doesn't make sense from a gameplay perspective. Like, you start with a new budget for your project, basically. So I think we need to change the flow to allow people to not release the game yet immediately, but have a big button somewhere. I didn't like money reset when played. Yeah, but it's kind of needed to make this game make sense, I would say. Do we need it? Yeah, we need it 100%. Because you also need to reset the upgrades. But that way, if we have a starting budget and the game does not instantly release, we change up that flow. The simulation doesn't run yet. So it means you can like immediately buy an upgrade, buy operations, and provision a server. And maybe the first run, you don't have enough money to immediately buy an extra server. You just have like not enough money. So you just press release, or you make it from the second run. And then you click the big button release game. Or we have it just be here in operations. There is one big button in operations called release game. Doesn't make sense. No, because we're going to have other operations in there. So when you release a new game, your offices in LA and London close. Yeah. No. If you mean like the upgrades, they stay, because those are your permanent upgrades. I think the idea is to see this as money, not as money for the studio, but as money for the the team, the silo of that. League of Legends, they have money for League, but they still have to shut down 2XKO because 2XKO made no money. They're like, you're not going to use the budget for one game and use like all of the budget that game has made to fund the other one. Yeah, sure, you may do something, but I think that's kind of how I would see it here. You keep the offices in LA and London because this is a prestige thing. And prestige upgrades, they remain throughout resets. It is the upgrade skill tree and the data centers in the worldview that you need to redo. Also, why is this UI fucked now? I think I know why, but that would be the idea. But how do we do this? Do you think there could be more visual elements? We try to do as much. You mean like this, right? The idea is that like it approves more. God damn, crazy screen schedule right now. I know, Evelyn. I know. How's it going? But the cluster overdrive did not. So now it should. No, max capacity didn't really. No, it didn't run my cluster overdrive. No, I just can't see. I think it's my fault. I'm gonna talk to it with William. Thoughts. I have a note here, something. A point between quote release SQL and actually seeing game to prep infrastructure using starting capital. I think it should be doable. Is it next fest soon? Yep, it's next week. We have 168 hours left until Steam Next Fest. Or maybe like a little bit more, 175, I think. That's why Crunch, indeed. I think SteamDB actually has a sales and deals? No. When is the next sale? And then I think here, view all events and fests. Oh, I didn't know you could see fests like that. The Made in Japan collection. I didn't know that was a thing. Who is in there? Why is there there's a pinball fest as well? It doesn't really want to load. Counting the hours makes it sound so short. Yeah, there's a difference between. Oh, here in 7 days. Can I see like the actual amount of time? Doesn't seem like it. The Horse Fest is gonna go first, and then Lunar New Year. I don't know what the Lunar New Year actually is. But yeah, I should do like hours until time until countdown. Can I do like a widget? It is 6 p.m. UTC. Well, it's the 24th at 3 in the morning my time. Set time. I have 174 hours. I kind of want to just have this as like a count time permanently visible on stream. So we can like see it like tick down until it's time. Oh, it's from Jethro? Huh. I know them, kinda. I'm surprised. They have like the booths at Gamescom always. I didn't hear about this fest. I mean, I don't really count. I mean, oh, I know these developers. And these ones. God, Japan makes some weird games. There's a game called Olden. Any others I know? I think that's it. It's such a... Oh, I saw this one as well. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. We have only 174 hours and 37 minutes left now. Can I... Do they have like widgets for this? OBS. Time, countdown, time until... Countdown widgets. Time until countdown. Countdown timer to any date. Text only. Next fest. Why is it cursive? Let's just do a sans serif. It is the 24th at 3 in the morning. They don't have like an embed. I want like a little embed. Oh, can I do this one? HTML, JavaScript only, background themes. Give this window in view. Okay, so how? freetimeanddate.com. Can I just copy this? How does this look? Oh, I don't need the iframe. Time left to Steam next. I think I can make this work. I'm gonna make this work. I'm just oh, can I do transparent? Okay, and then I'm gonna add a new browser. Next fest countdown. Okay. Okay, so we don't have the I need to enable the transparent thing probably, because it's going to be a new URL. Oh no, allow transparency equals true. Is it going to be CSS that does it? Now I want to figure out text row, just a counter. Can I choose the font? No. Smallest unit is seconds. So this now is this. Oh, I think I can do custom CSS, right? Can I throw this in? Or this is HTML? Okay. Oh no, I have transparency now. Let's go. How do we make this work? There's a website that generates an overlay stereo. Well, we're in it now. Hi, I'm Salo as well. Thanks for the follow. What is this? Like a size? I have no idea what the size is going to be. I think it's going to be like 300 by 200. This is still way too big. Can I not make this bigger? Why is it such a tiny one? Oh, counter size, very large. This is riveting content. Thank you very much for tuning in. I cannot see anything now. I think I know why. Yep. Wow, this is very large. Amazing. Well, I'm gonna just put the counter in here. Can I change that? Oh, I can change the color to white. Okay. We're getting there, guys. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Hey, Tornity. Was it you who said that custom, like having negative effects in incrementals is not done? Someone asked about it earlier. Can it be hours instead of days? I don't think so. I need to do something else then, I think. I can only do like smallest unit, but not largest units. Oh, I can do no unit text. That's fine. We're gonna keep it like this. And then not spend too much more time on it. Because we have to go back to making our game. ASMR keyboard. Oh, you guys can hear that? You can fix it. It should be better now. Yeah. Why not just use whatever tool the speedrunners are using? I don't think they can do like countdown timers. Usually it goes up. I want to go down. We also need like some sort of a stop condition, I guess. If only you could add an ominous moon like Majora's Mask. Easier to build a game without punishing the player versus convincing the player they should stick around for the satisfaction of skill. Yeah. I think that's the thing as well. Like, we don't really want to punish the player much in terms of our game as well. I'm going to add... no, I'm not going to get sidetracked anymore. So... what's the... we need one more operation. So we have one that increases server capacity. We have one that increases hype. What's the last one? SQL research world? I don't think we can do anything with the world. Bucks, money. Can we do like a loan? Can we do an operation that you take out a loan and you get money temporarily, but then you earn less money afterwards? So like you get 20K up front, and then once once you've done that, but it's an instant operation, so I don't know if it makes as much sense. But okay, you get 20K, for example, and then right after, any money you earn from that point, you will gain nothing until the 20K loan has been repaid. And then we can make the progress bar be how much of the loan you have to pay back. I think that's a good one. Line of credit. You can get... It needs to have some sort of a multiplier based on how far in the game you are. I would say. Get a 20... Get like 100K loan. 10% APR. I don't know. Takes a loan out on loan. We need to block that. But I think it's going to be a very cool... like upgrade to have. How many fingers for a loan? Yeah, guys, I have a question for you all. We were very heavily discussing this in the Discord earlier. I need to hear. I want you to write something in chat. Don't say anything in chat for now. Once I've done my explanation, write a number and only do that number. You get money. You have 10 fingers, I'm assuming. If you chop off one finger, you get $5,000. If you chop off 2 fingers, you get, like, it also is multiplied by 5. So 1 finger is 5K. 2 fingers is 25K. If you lose 3 fingers, it's 125K. 4 fingers, 625,000. 5 fingers is like 3 million and a bit. 6 fingers, but I mean, you left like one hand less than. It's like 15 million or something like that. I don't know. How many fingers are you chopping off? Sub-Zero, 10 fingers. Are they my fingers? It is your fingers. And you have to chop, you have to cut them off yourself as well. Left hand, goodbye. Tornity, you are the exact same as me. You may not like it, but we are the same. I'm like, one hand left. I can live with that. Felipe, 20. I'm surprised. Everyone is saying 0. At the thought of losing your hand in exchange for $3 million seems like a good deal. Am I wrong? All of them. Feet as well. No. So in the Discord, we were talking about this more. Because losing fingers is kind of like, I don't want to lose my fingers. I can make myself bigger for this. But losing toes, on the other hand, is like, I would sign the deal instantly for toes. Like my 3 middle toes, it's like, do I need them? Not at all. Chop them off immediately. You can make money other ways. You can't get your fingers back for any price. Nah, you can maybe get like a pirate hook. That's better than... Toes help you balance though. But if you keep like my outer toes, maybe it's good. Brother toes give you stable good luck. Okay. I mean, maybe I'm sitting too much on my chair. That might also be the issue. Anyways, that was the side tangent. I love the idea of line of credit. I just want to say that. And it fits in the... I don't know if bank is the right term. But it's kind of like the monetary... like monetization, and then like the other one is like finances or something, where like this is like earning more from your game, and then this is more of like money for the studio wise. I'm down to sell some of those. What are those? Finances, financials. Okay, Andre, we're thinking the same as well. Hacking the system. 3 million probably doesn't cover the robo hand price, but if you then add one more finger, you get 15 million. And that must like cover the robot hand, right? So then you've only lost one finger. What would be a good name for the all upgrades cost 15% less? And then we have one more studio thing, but we can wait with that, and one more development thing. We can wait with that as well. One, fill in the blank names. with fitting ones to where would you suggest better fitting names? They can be 2 words long at most. Okay, let's throw this in here. I think it's the first time someone has 7 GD by being disabled. It means you can't do the theoretical foot pedal specialty. I can chop 1 finger for $500,000. I think that's my offer. If Bite Me is $1 million studio, Elian, I'm gonna show up at your door and be like, do you still want to take this offer? I'm gonna be the most psychopathic guy ever. It's hard to chop. I didn't think about that. Yeah, once you've got one hand off, the second hand may be an issue. This is why we watch Bite Me, right? Live services. We keep the word live services. Day 1 DLC also fits. Better name, Big Box. I think that's a good one. Legacy Sports is, I think, a better one as well. I take it. I think Big 4 Consultant is good. Version control? Maybe we should just do version control. I was thinking about it earlier instead of merge request. Or we just call it VCS system. Oh, VCS system is the perfect rage bait. I'm gonna keep VCS system. It has like the techno babble. And then also anyone who knows what VCS actually means is gonna yell at me because it's like ATM machine. Kernel debugger sounds better than advanced. I'd take that one as well. Use the stump. This guy is the finance bro. Beta testing, nah. Batch processing, nah. Shared DLLs. We're not doing this. Okay. 30-bit architecture. It's like keep. We're going good. Remote support, I think is fine. Burst compute, I think is fine. Cluster overdrive, I think is fine. T3 backbone might be better than PGP peering, honestly. Maybe. Public IPO we keep. Blank 1 crunch culture. Double time. I think crunch culture could be a fun one to like do it in as well. Would you take $100 million deal but get euthanized in 10 years? I think I would. Based on the fact that I'm also 25 now, 100 mil. Can I leave money for people behind me? Or is it kind of the thing of like you lose all of the money once you die? This is like becoming one of those Minecraft parkour like videos. You know, like the parkour background and like doing certain things. Would you do it or not? Maybe I wouldn't. I'm kind of on the... If I can leave it behind, maybe I would do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't, I think. It's like the thing of like, would you rather know when you die or how you die? And the answer in both cases is like, you're gonna be miserable. Okay. If you have kids, I don't have kids. I think we can put these in game. I think this is going to be a good list already of stuff that we want to have as upgrades for the game. I think it should all become somewhat meaningful. Or get a 10k loan. We can't do percentage. We can't do like a percentage of... Or you can like loan 50% of your... Loan 50% of your lifetime game earnings at 10% APR. So it's like, okay, my game has made 30k up to this point. If I do the loan now, the line of credit, I'm going to get 15k, basically. Fun question can be, how much money would you accept to lose 1 year less life expectancy? Yeah. This conversation makes you think we're going to FC Island game. Is it going to be the next incremental you're going to work on? I think the real question is, how much money does a Saudi Arabian fund need to give me to sell out Bite Me and start talking about how Riyadh is the perfect game to make your game studio? Oh, what's the one for all? Oh, this was Crunch Culture, no? No, what was the one for finances? Volume licensing. Sure. Dark web hosting, but 10% chance of an FBI raid. Yeah. Actually, this could be a text-based multiplayer game, and they'll show up until your virtual character dies. That sounds like a very different game, Shade 11. If you think that's a good game to make, I invite you to gladly go and try to make that game yourself. Anyways, guys, I don't want to say anything, but since we started talking about mutilating ourselves, views have gone up by 15%, even more. So you know what that means. These fingers gotta go one day. Okay. Hey, thanks, by the way, for the follow, Tornity. We are going to do the boring work of implementing all of these. As in, like, creating all of the localizations and then the filling in probably some of the costs. I need to add an extra directory. Probably I should start with that one. It's probably going to be some enum somewhere. Research directory. Let me just look up, like, branding. Oh my god, is the GNOME Clippy 2.0? Yep, it is. Branding parent. Where does he configure it, William? Where do you configure it? It's a triple stream lunacy setting and no man can survive that level. I can keep going. That's what I keep. Okay, here. Research note directory. Finances. Lose 1 year of life for like 5 years of pay. I take 10 years of my life, get 50 years of pay and never token. That is an approach as well. Turn up for the game, dev, stay for the moral quandaries. Next game we make, a game about chopping off your fingers. Oh, Ich bin Hammer, thank you for the Prime sub as well. I always forget to use these. Happy to see that you're here as well, slaving away. Okay, time to go, kiddo, waking up, keep cooking. Thank you very much, Thornty. Kiddo waking up. What time is it in Canada right now? I think it's early as balls, no? Canada time. It's okay. I'm assuming... if it's Vancouver, it's fucked. Don't tell me you're from the French part. You know, that's actually a game a Bite Me viewer made. Since we're talking about shout out, we actually played their sequel, like their next game. Maybe that's why I'm thinking about it as well. It's called Bonesaw. It has the best pricing ever. Gamble your fingers against the devil in this turn-based strategy game where you do, in fact, saw off your fingers. I just realized they made this game basically. It's like buckshot roulette, but you lose fingers. And it's just beautiful. Anyways, of course this game exists. Yeah, absolutely. There are no unique ideas. Almost 7, I guess so. Okay. Gamer post, time to lock in. We have 7 hours, 7 days, 6 hours, and 14 minutes left. I am going to add, just so people know, time until next fest. And then I think I can just make this small and then put it here. Sure. A little bit smaller. This is beautiful. 7-day stream. The wife is gone in 2 days. I could do it. Don't threaten me with a good time. I I would do it somewhat unironically. If the problem is I would need to have like, can I make this bold? Text transform. No, it seems like I can't. Maybe in select font. Bold. I think it's gonna fit better then. It's a bit too big. Beautiful. This is reminding me of being in high school, and the teacher reminded me that essays we should have been working on all year is due in 7 days. I haven't written a single word. While you take naps, you can play weird rabbit hole YouTube videos. We had the idea, or I can just like tell Thomas to pick up the stream for a bit and be like, Thomas, you should do this now. Thank you. $1 million stream idea? I want to know. I assume it's $1 million stream idea, Gilmohar. 100,000, like million stream idea. I guess you just lost $1. I wanted to create a new game in a short time, but I think I'm in for another few years again. That's the trap you fall into also, Ibn Hama. Well, you don't really have to worry that much about food on the table in the next 2 months. I think it's kind of what... I mean, Sockhouse has been working surprisingly well, I would say. The problem is also YouTube doesn't support VODs for longer than 24 hours. So you see it with like Kai Cenat or whatever, like when they do streamathons, you have to stop the YouTube stream and then start it right after again, or it nobody can see it again. I think Twitch doesn't have limits on VOD length. I think YouTube does. Anyways, this can go. Spreadsheets. Is it called research? I think it's called research, right? Yeah, not upgrade. What's the world record for longest live stream? I think people have streamed for an entire year, non-stop. It's something I don't even want to attempt to do. So 918 hours and 55 minutes. Oh, that's less than I expected. Let's just put these two side by side. Like, how much is that? 35 days? I think the streamathon was... Like, at some point, I would love to do a streamathon. I think with just 31 days, 716 hours. Yeah. Oh, perpetually no breaks. Yeah. Watching someone sleep is dumb. That's the thing as well of like, why would you do it? Also, I'm not a beautiful lady. Hi, sir. Drippy6969. How's it going? First off, we need to add the extra research category. Finances. Monetization, performance, development. Okay, perfect. Then research. Let's add some rows above. So research branding sample. I'm just going to rename this to research underscore LA office. I think I'm going to call this one London office actually instead of LA. And then we have the second one is the Tokyo office. Because then we have like, you're kind of lore-wise starting in the US. Acer dripping. I'm doing pretty good. I'm working on the game. I think we've actually done more than I expected. There's crazy fireworks here. No, so I was talking with my wife earlier. Japan does not give a single fuck about Lunar New Year, is what we realized at all. Like Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, you don't see anything about it here. I think like it's one of the only, if not the only country in Asia that doesn't really celebrate any of it. London office, Tokyo office. Research underscore public IPO. Research underscore crunch culture. Description. Okay, so we have two more reserved. We have one space, and then we have, okay, research underscore government grants. It's essentially foreign to them, yeah. So government grant, publishing deal, VC funding. This is riveting, but it needs to happen. Volume licensing. And research underscore line of credit. On 50% of your current game earnings at 10% APR. Let's just do 10% interest, actually. I think that makes it clearer. Interest. Gilmohar, as the finance guy, would you take this deal? 50% of all the money you've earned in your life so far at a 10% interest rate. Let's say it does not compound over time. Is it interest? I wasn't sure. Oh yeah, it is interest. Thank you, Cooler Hack. All upgrades cost 18% less. And then probably you want to have like the actual game start with like 10K or something. It's like starting capital normally. Okay. Okay. description. Tokyo office. Description. Thank you, Evie is live for the follow and the Prime sub. Let's go. Thank you very much. Public. London office. Tokyo office. It's a high interest compared to conventional accounts, but non-compounding kills the long-term viability of it, and oppressive things like it's untenable for lenders. It's too high risk. Let's say I was gonna give you that deal. I never subscribed to anyone on Twitch before celebrations are in order. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. I feel like we need to start talking about mutilating and chopping off fingers again, because we've dropped again in viewers. I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry. I have better stuff to do. Like filling in spreadsheets. Let's add 8 rows. Research. Big box. Big box description. Anything you want to tell us, Marnix? I don't know, man. I keep looking at myself in the like little camera preview of my OBS because, man, I'm getting broad. That's it. This is for localization. Yeah, kinda. Bye, Tim. Tim. Oh, better go to sleep. See you all later. See you later, Tim. 2 days. I don't know. I am juicy, and I just keep being distracted by myself. Is it a problem? Maybe. But yeah, shirtless streams. My wife is like, no more. You can't do them looking like this. It's gonna be a problem. Patrick Bateman moment. I'm gonna have a Big 4 consultant. Least egotistical person. And then we need a description as well. Legacy support. Big box. If the confidence posting, it's good, yeah. Officially off work. Keep displaying. Keep up the videos. Keep up the vids, playa later. All right, thank you very much, Fragaman. I think it has like a decent number of like fun. The game. We got a hype train. Let's go. I don't want the second enter actually. Thank you, Photost1 for the Prime sub as well. Jeff Bezos' dollars are going hard at work. Marty's gonna prove to us game there's success in this direction. Honestly, maybe, yeah, because my energy levels have been a lot higher as well. Like the last few days, I would say. And it's like, I'm excited. Like, oh, I just noticed myself. Like, I have problems. I'm just excited to like go to the gym and to just work and all of that. Like, I'm kind of getting the feeling we had with Unicycle Pizza Time, where it was like 1 week before release. So like, fuck. We have 1 week. We are so fucked. There is no way we can do this. And then it turned out like great, but it had like that perfect blend of like suffering but still kind of doing fun. When we're doing call-in, now Wednesday, like 48 hours from now, basically. Oh, thank you very much, Benjamin, for the Prime sub. Weren't you checked when UPT was released? I think I... Steam page out? No, Steam page is coming out like... we talked about it on an earlier stream. I'm gonna do that off camera because it is just mind-numbingly boring otherwise. We're going to just have to launch it with the AI slop capsule because I keep getting ghosted by capsule artists, and they're, even if like the capsule artists wake up today and finally respond to me, they wouldn't be able to do it before the next test. So it's just gonna be this. It's gonna be this for the capsule. I need to record like a little bit of a better new trailer and then take some new screenshots because this is kind of outdated. And then like from the trailer also get some more GIFs. But we're gonna ship it. Patreon video setting up Steam page. It's already set up. It's already approved and everything also. Like I can post this one right now. But yeah. I feel like capsule artists make some money. Yeah, and I feel like they also have that capsule might be rough. I don't know, but the alternative is we don't ship. I still like, I hated it when I made it, and then I didn't look at it for like 1.5 weeks. That capsule is really bad. Okay, so it is very polarizing. I don't have a better thing, so this is kind of why I'm waiting. Also, you guys have no better suggestions because we ran this by another stream. Nobody has come up with any suggestions that actually made any sense and could work as a Steam capsule that would not also grossly violate the Steam like regulations of not putting any text other than the logo on there. So this is kind of the final blocker in terms of like getting the store page out. It's like, I'm not happy with this. But if I don't find a better solution in like 2 days, I'm just shipping this, basically. I think it works. Some people tell me it can work, especially with like the Blizzard thing. Some people are like, I don't know. I mean, you can absolutely. I think the biggest problem with this capsule is also like explaining the game from a capsule. You can't put a big-ass fantasy sword or whatever and like a knight on it. It's an incremental game about a desktop simulator, like a desktop operating system. And I think that is the biggest issue. Like even then, I can pay you money if we end up using it. I want to give money to a capsule artist. They just don't want my money, it seems. We also have been like on the playtest stream, we've also been like, hey, we have money for capsule art. If you're a capsule artist, let us know. And nobody seems to want to be able to do it. I ran by 3 capsule artists that got suggested to me. 2 of them ghosted me, and then the other was like, I can't do anything until March. And it's like, okay, yeah, we can't work with this either. So yeah, I'm kind of getting blackpilled with capsule artists, is I think the best way I can describe it, because we had another capsule art made like a month ago. And it was probably one of the most miserable experiences of my life as well, in terms of them not really, well, doing their job. So yeah, I am building up a resentment to working with capsule artists, because there's just not many good ones, I feel, that do not charge $3,000, because those are also quotes and offers that I've had. Where I usually go to find them, I had one. I'm just going to call them out. I had Red Potion Studios. These guys are not worth it. They did the capsule art for one of our games. I don't think it's going to be listed in here, probably. No, they didn't. Looked good on paper. Didn't respond to emails. Increased the price if they did respond after a while. Like I talked to them, and then like I talked to them a month later for the same project. I'm like, hey, we want to do this. And suddenly it was 150 euros more. And then the logos, they didn't send us any logo mockups. They for the final, the text logo. I just got one final thing. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I thought we were going to get some more, and I guess I'm gonna leak the the next game we're making if you're not a patron. But I was just so offended by one of the logos they submitted when I asked for if they could do some logo iterations, that I'm like, look, just let me pay you. Let me get this over with. I never want to deal with you guys again. So these are on my #1 list of I do not recommend them. I also put them on the capsule. Do I have bmg.yt/capsules? I put them on the capsule list as well of like, do not engage with them. Like their email also, like they have an email button here. I email them. I get an email back 4 weeks later. Yeah, we actually don't use email. Send me a message on Discord. It's like, why the fuck do you have it then on your website? So yeah, did they ask you to pay with Bitcoins? No, we paid it transfer-wise. And go from there. My Discord no longer wants to start. I wanted to pull up the image. Let me quit Discord and see if I can start up again. Total price was 400 euros. I think the art they delivered was good. But I think the logo itself I was not happy with. The principal art I enjoyed. So yeah. Oh, Cakes had Red Potion Studio as well? Yeah, okay, so my Discord was able to start up. Let me see if I can just pull up like the one image. Yeah. I'm like, yo, can you send me... This is so dumb. Can I open? I can just show you this. I'm like, can I get some more logo variants? And then I just get this. And I'm like, my dude, this is not what I'm paying you 400 bucks for. 500 bucks, 400 euro to get a scribble with a smiley in here. So yeah, this was the capsule. Like the main art, I liked it. This logo, I was like, are you guys actually shitting me right now? Total price was 400 euros. I think this ended up being the capsule that we did go for. It's like, it's good. But I was just offended by the fact that they even had the balls to send that like smiley emoji to me. Maybe I took it too personal. Maybe I'm just a sour loser, but that was something that I was very much not pleased by. So yeah. That was part of my struggles. This is why I'm like, it's just gonna be Bobby Kotick, because the alternative is working with that, basically. I would be upset as well. Okay, like they sent like a few others, but this was only after I already asked them as well. So yeah, like after I asked them, I sent them like I didn't hear anything from them. Like we went over time, and then suddenly they were like, "Good morning." How much time was this? Okay, so this was 2 days later. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's like also, you know, it's a banger. It's like, hello, it's been a while. Any updates? Yeah, it's ready. And that's it. So yeah. And then yeah, no sketches for the art for the logo, which I think is also kind of not ideal. All right, perfect. Thank you, Evelyn. I was working on an animated show a few years ago. The concept art guy had to produce art for props in a stylized way. It was literally slinging Google images to us. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, let's go back to my spreadsheet and get back to some Zen stuff. Anonymous analytics, advanced development pipelines is gonna be gone. We're gonna call this VCS system. Artists really be shooting themselves in the foot most of the time. That is kind of what I don't know, feel like it is. Because then the other guy, I'm not going to name him right now because I still want to be on good terms with him. I submitted the brief on their website. This was before around 500 euros once again, like the full package. Sent me an email. Like, this was suggested to me by another guy. This guy sent me an email same day. So like, good sign of like, hey, I'm out today. I'm gonna get back to you tomorrow. That was 6 days ago at this point that he sent that email. I sent a follow-up 2 days ago of like, hey, are you still gonna follow up with me? I have not ever. I know I want to name him, but I'm still giving him time. If he wants to come back, he's like, hey, yo, something happened, whatever. I understand. I also didn't pay him. I think there's a difference in like I pay someone and I'm not happy with the result versus I don't pay someone and they just kind of like don't treat me as a good like lead. It's still different as well. So yeah. Hi Goshin Game Dev as well. So that's the thing. Like, there's a difference between paying money and then not being happy, and just being like, "Oh, I don't like how this guy acted to me." I think I need to be like mindful of like the impact that I do have at this point, as like my audience, kind of. This is going to be called. Oh no, burst compute is already the next one. So let's just add 6 rows above. And then research underscore kernel debugger. I guess you have to do some trolling fishing in these cases. Yeah. I also tried Reddit. My God. Reddit / game dev classifieds, stay away from it. Thing is, some of the worst. I feel like it's run by bots. Because I put a post up and 2 minutes later, my Discord goes like, boom, 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 where it's all people who talk like an LLM. And then it's also like, I don't want to be that dude. But you didn't read the description. You're like, I write this long post. I give super feedback, like super deep, like this is what I'm looking for. This is what I have. This is what the game is. This is all of it. And then you get like, hi, what were you thinking for your capsule? And I'm like, in the post, I'm like, I do not have a good brief because I want to work with you to figure that out. So yeah. Yeah, one of the case viewers took it upon himself to harass the artist because the artist was taking too long. Yeah, so, I mean, that's also, I think Cakes' audience has kind of cultivated that. I'd like to think the Bite Me audience is a bit nicer. On the other hand, I don't know. And I don't want to try it out. I don't want to risk it because they're still humans at the end of the day. There's a difference between me being disgruntled and me telling people to go behind, like after them. Kernel debugger is make it easier to identify bugs. This should be a pretty cheap one, actually. Manual reprovisioning is 75% faster. Took comments away from solo games because I'm working for a client full time. Forgot how I missed working on my own things with a Bite Me stream on the background. Yeah, hi Glenor. Yeah, also Fiverr is dead because Fiverr is just full of, well, lying people right now, where they're like, I'm the capsule artist behind Ori and the Will of the Wisp, or like stuff like this. It's like, no, you don't. You charge $50 for a capsule. You have never even looked at that capsule for long. Where like portfolios also don't really make sense. There's a lot of AI slop on there. I'm working with a musician now, and I don't know if it's AI music that I'm getting or not. And it's also like, I don't know what I want to do with it, basically. To be honest, asking for a capsule in less than a month is kind of task. I've always been 2 weeks. I've always given a month deadline. I've always had it in less than 2 weeks, usually, for all of our previous games. Like 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks and a half at most. So it feels, yeah. I feel like the buyers need to put together a community spreadsheet of artists. It was something I wanted to do also for like voice acting and things like that. Like pixel artists, voice actors, and I think a few other things. I'm not exactly what. But it's once again one of those things like, I don't know if it really makes sense to do that. Worked on Ori capsule may mean they used Ori printed on their mousepad. So we have burst compute, we have custom FPGA becomes cluster. Oh no, this is 32-bit architecture. Here we go. 32-bit. Sure. That was doubles the player capacity per server. Emotional support Ori. Remote support. Engineers are pulled together to solve data center issues. I also agreed Reddit classifies as a minefield. Tons of bots, people stealing portfolios. That was another big one. That I like. Someone had a portfolio, but a game of another ByteMe viewer. And I reached out to the ByteMe viewer. I'm like, hey, was this guy good? And he's like, oh yeah, this guy. And then like, it gave me a completely different name. I'm like, wait, that's not this person. It's like, yeah, no, I use this guy. And then it links me the ArtStation. It's a different guy. And there's like, it's very hard to validate it, I would say. Yeah. As an artist, where do I go to find game devs to work for? I think if it's like capsule art, I think it's relatively easy. I can probably get you a deal if you have decent capsule art to just permanently fill you up by just pitching you to all of the devs I know. Yeah. We had a lot of Gomar. We actually had a bunch of capsules made for like canceled games as well. I think this is like our 4th or 5th capsule at this point. I would imagine the email I was corresponding with. Oh, I was using Discord. But yeah. Yeah, I think r// voice acting. Also, I found like I found our voice actor on Fiverr, but then I just reached out to her like outside of Fiverr because I found like her like email and like her YouTube channel. And I think that was also a really good experience. I have also this I don't know if it's a habit. So, you know, like America has tipping culture. Okay, this is just a talking section at this point because I can't do both of these things at the same time. Something that I do when I would say that when I work at ByteMe, the money that we spend, I'm like pretty frugal. I try not to do any dumb expenses. But for example, when we did the voice acting, I think the quote we got for the full game voice acting plus Japanese translation was like $260 or something like that. And I was like, just make it 300. Where I would rather almost like tip at the front, be like, yo, I trust in this. I want to give you more than what you actually value yourself right now. With that idea also of like, I kind of have that guarantee of like, I'm not undercutting them. I'm getting them like their full self. Also with the music guy that I'm working with right now, I think his prices were just too low. So he also gave me a quote of like, I think the budget I had in my mind was like 250 or something. And he gave me a quote of like 150. I'm like, look, just whatever you can give me for 250 and we'll make it work. And that's like, I feel like I'm a nice guy to work with in like that regard. So it's also not like I'm a cheapskate asshole, I feel. It's just, I want to give you more money. I just demand a certain level of like respect. If you pay more, they will work less because they think you're already too good. I don't know. I think it's just a good practice maybe. I hate it to have to tip afterwards. I don't like that. Let me just give you more money now, give you a sign of goodwill from me, and then we'll figure it out from there. I don't see this as a transactional thing. I want to do more voice acting at some point with the Erusha, the one who did the Kyoto Anomaly. It's like, my life is going to be 10 times easier if she had a good experience with me. And she's also probably going to like put in a little bit more effort because like, hey, this guy actually like, you know, he gave me some more money for no reason. Does she have to? No. But it's like, probably there's going to be some benefit as well. So yeah. You know, artists love clients who love clients like you. The ones that don't aren't good enough or professional enough to appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know, but that's kind of like how I am. It's like when I buy stuff, I want to buy like quality, like my life thing as well. And otherwise, I spend zero. So yeah. If price is lowered, I give you X extra if I'm happy at the end. I don't think that's... I don't like that conditional thing. I would rather then just be like, hey, I'm giving you the olive branch here. Do a good deal, and we can probably make this work in the future again. Then be like, kind of be like, oh, if I'm not happy, I'm not going to give you more money, and then do like the tip. Otherwise, I end up feeling like an arse when I ask for revisions. I mean, usually they will ask... I always ask for revisions regardless. I don't really feel like... That's part of the thing as well. And they usually ask me sort of like, what do you do with revisions? I was super happy with the voice actor for Kyoto Anomaly. And I'm very happy that also other biters have ended up using her as well. I also never lead in of like, hey, I have 50,000 subscribers or whatever. I want to be as low-key as possible in that regard as well. Where I think with Irusha, I think I only mentioned like after of like, hey, do you mind if I like talk about this at some point on like our channel or whatever? And then she's like, yeah, no problem. But yeah. Yeah, like recap revisions. I think I don't really have that many. I think my revisions usually aren't that bad, I would say. Because I think I do have like good briefs. Cluster overdrive. Here we go. Research. But yeah, I know like a month, maybe not that much time. But we've also just wasted 1.5 weeks just on finding a capsule artist that doesn't ghost me. And it's also like painful. Nothing humbled me more than trying to draw my own capsules. Like I said, I'm just too black-pilled at this point that I would honestly rather just try it out. Like, drawing is like miserable. Like some sort of digital art, maybe. Here we go. Ask Cakes for his capsule artist. I used his capsule artist, and it was a miserable experience. Someone earlier said that he... Is this our capsule? Wow, is this the capsule for... I thought he had something else. This is rough. I don't know about this one. I don't want this capsule artist. I'm sorry. And I think I had this capsule artist. And if this is what they made as well, yeah. I've never considered making capsule art as a good market. I think, Evelyn, we can figure out something. I'm like genuinely certain I can make a YouTube short. Be like, you're looking for capsule artist, and you know, have you posted your brief anywhere? Not actually. No, not like publicly. My favorite video when I was doing anything artist for clients was, I don't like this. Okay, what don't you like? I just don't like me. Make me a new one. God, that must suck. Yeah, I'd like to think that I am not that miserable to work with. I try to give like very... If I give feedback, I think it's very clear always. Like, here. Where is my... Can I see my orders? Dashboard? No, switch to buying. I don't know how this works again. You find artists, you just look up who made existing capsules. Like, I've seen people who charge like $1,000. Yeah, the guy who does like execute and things like that. Yeah. I kind of want to make a version of your MO98 one out of curiosity. Oh, I don't have a brief for this. I'm sorry, Evelyn, because that's kind of the problem as well. Of like, I don't really know how this works. Don't dox yourself. I think it should be fine. I just want to see my previous orders. How can I see my previous orders? I'm just going to put it here for a second so I can figure it out. Oh, hey. I got a review actually from the artist to prove that I'm very nice. Also very responsive and kind person who will value your work. Highly recommended. I have a perfect 5-star rating on Fiverr. Lots of details and references. Clear instructions. I mean, so yeah. The Christie School of Capsules. Simply put white text in all caps with some simple formatting. Yeah. I can add preferred hours. That's nice as well. I still don't know where I can find my previous projects. Your briefs? It's not briefs. No. I can't find it. How does Fiverr work? Manage orders. Maybe? I just want to pull up like how do my revisions work? Just to give you guys an idea. Payments? No. Speed, quality, price. Yeah. This was the more recent one. Complete. I can't find it. Why can I not find it? Oh, well. So be it. I'm not going to keep looking at this. Just trust me, I'm nice. And I give good feedback. I wonder how many good artists there are out there that just don't know how to find people to market. Yeah. Also, I'm flip-flopping between Twitch and YouTube chat now. I don't mind. It's just a unique, I would say. Also, someone pinged me on the Discord. So what is it about? If you made a Fiverr page full screen, it will show your orders. Okay. That's dumb. Maybe. Oh. He's not joking. Now I have orders. Crazy.
New 10 donation from Gulmoha. Artists become more reliable when met in person. Something about the face-to-face connection makes them lock in. Have you considered looking into local Osaka artists?
Local Osaka artists is going to be a hard one, I feel. Also, I don't speak Japanese well enough. This is my feedback that I gave. I think this is pretty in-depth. To Cyberpunky, the section it gets repeated. How I feel, what's better. More suggestions of music that like could work. Ambient soundtrack is good. I think it's still fine. I think this is like decent feedback, basically. So this is me defending myself for no reason. But yeah, thank you very much. Who is it? Sky for letting me know I need to full screen and then Fiverr works. Okay. I have friends who are fantastic artists. It's exciting for them, so yeah. But thank you very much, Gilmahar, for the 10 euro donation as well, by the way. Says he's nice, hosts multiple streams, hosting games and Steam pages. I think I'm like a stern father. I don't know. I try to be supportive. But just I also don't sugarcoat it. Maybe. Let's go back. Burst compute should go and be here. Okay. Do we have everything then? I think so. Yeah. So let's go to localizations, research, and then pull. It's been 2.5 hours already, my God. And then I guess we just have to make all of these. Day one DLC. All of these are basically going to need custom implementations from William. Good luck. I love you. But yeah, day one DLC is fine. When you guys dip in the multiplayer, we've done it before. When I had clients for commissions, the worst type would be the ones that tell they love the artwork and then later say, "Oh, just how unhappy." I don't know why on my XD everything, I sometimes get like VGen drama. And it's just like, it sounds miserable to be an artist's drama as well. F for William. I mean, I think it shouldn't be too hard. He just needs to make like a few custom things. How hard can it be? So day one DLC. Do we have live services? We have live services. That's good as well. Then we get to the big box. We need to make big box a new one. Big box. ID. Big box. Big box description. I think here we can just do modifiers. Price per copy times 2. And this is actually implemented already. So this one is easy. There's just a lot of the other ones that aren't as easy. Also, I'll be back in a bit. If you wrap it up before, then thank you for the stream. I think I'll wrap it up in like half an hour or something at most. So yeah. Okay. Legacy support. What's the next one? Legacy support. Legacy support. Directory. This is going to be monetization. We should make those things correct as well later on. Do I have the... I have the finances drop down as well. Okay. Okay, and after legacy support, we get Big Four consultant. Big Four consultant. Let's randomize the idea. Oh, I think my keyboard decided to spaz out. All revenue resources, so this is going to be something custom. And we call this Big Four consultant. Gotta hit the gym soon. Arm day. Enjoy Sock House. And thanks for having tuned in. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay, next up, VCS system. This comes under performance development. This reduces the amount of bugs. So once again, we can implement this. Bugs per second times 0.5. Ta-da. So this one is also done. I'm going to remove this modifier because it's not correct anyway. Kernel debugger. random ID. I don't know what I'm... Okay, do the right one. Kernel debugger comes under development as well. What does it do? Actually, this is custom implementation. Next up, we have anonymous analytics. I want to get these through, and then I'm going to end up stream, I think. So we're just going to hang out. F for William. Hi, William. You're on your alt. It's basically just, I think we have almost a full list of all of the research you want to do. Some of the stuff just needs like custom implementations. But I think it's going to be, I think we have a lot of good ones. And we also have some game design questions we need to think about. Why does this name not update? Oh, because we already have an anonymous analytics. So we can rename this to deployment script. Have you used LLM or AI for Unity project? Yeah. Fuck, wrong one. Deployment script. How tired do you feel, William? Because I feel like you must be miserable after your late night escapades. Manual provisioning. It's good for tools, that's what I heard. Yep, that's what we use it for. I can show you if you want. Wait. Do I need to do anything here? This is development as well. So can I see the directory? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 in development, so something's wrong. Are all 3 of just me and William? Weren't you gonna go to the gym? Go arm day. Let's go. Big biceps. How long are you gonna stay in Philippines as well? I was thinking about it when I was in the gym earlier. Because I assume you're not married yet. I'm leaving soon. Back to Canada now that the winter is leaving or like ending soon, or I guess if it's winter in Canada, you are gonna work more because there's fuck all to do there. 32-bit architecture. Okay, so now we go to performance. Do patrons get priority for viewer call-in? Viewer call-in is first come, first serve. Oh, you're leaving soon to the gym. I thought you're leaving soon in the Philippines. Never mind. I misread. The viewer call-in is very much a first come, first serve basis. 32-bit architecture. Uh, 32-bit. Had to get earbuds at McDo now. You're not home yet. Don't worry. Wait, why are you watching this at the McDonald's? This is so sad. Can we get F's in the chat for William? The guy is watching me work while on his lunch break. A custom implementation will look like... No, for... we planned all of the research, like prestige research upgrades, but some of them, you know, you're gonna have to like write some custom code for. We have F's in the chat. Poor William. So yeah. Doubles player capacity per server. I can implement this one. So node capacity times 2. Easy works. W, I get to see my college while drinking a shake. That is an approach as well. Remote support. I just love saying like W's or L's in chat. I don't know why. It's just beautiful to say. And then like see people actually do it. I think burst compute was also implemented. Yes, under performance. Yes. Cluster overdrive. Kimmy, our girlfriend is fitting me too well. I kind of, yeah, it took some time to adjust to it. Because at some point you have to say, like, nah, we're not doing it. Like, you know, it's just too nice to eat cake together. It's like the concept of, like, if you get together, like, the first half year, you're going to gain, like, 5 kilos. And that's just the way it works. Because you don't want to be the psychopath who is, like, eating chicken and broccoli right when you start meeting each other. I came home today and there's more snacks, candy, chips, lol. That's how they express their love, I feel. Okay, no, never mind. Cluster overdrive. Why do I have to? Oh, I added the operation already. That's true. Did you play Analyze any incremental games? Yeah, I did. I played a bunch at this point already. I think the main one after which after I played Execute, I was like, fuck it, I want to make this myself. And then before I played some as well, mainly from like viewer submitted games, but we have some good viewer submitted incrementals. And yeah, William as well. He's been playing them for longer than Can't relate, my girl dumped me on New Year's. Yeah, but that's when you gain, like, you lose weight again. But it's like when you get together, Gilmohar, that's when it's risky. T3 backbone. Underperformance as well. Slashes latency in half. I don't know if we have the right stat for that. We'll just ignore that. Studio. Oh, we're working through this. London office. Why do I only have a description for London office? London office. They have the same key? We use mainly, like, I use all of them, honestly. It depends on what we're doing. And we don't use, like, I don't know. Tokyo office. Line of credit. Why is the ordering so weird? I still think if we look up London, we're not going to find it. New manual ID generation. Yeah. Where do I change it again? Manage collection. I don't really like... Okay, we're going to solve this by deleting this row. Add one row above. Paste. Oh, fuck, I didn't... Okay, no, I did. Control Shift V. Easy. I think this fixed it. It would be funny if it did. I think, yeah, it did. Thank you, Unity. London office. London office. It's like the manual idea of, you know, you can change the key and it has like the ID behind the scenes still. And I had a duplicate, I think because I duplicated one and it duplicated the notes, which made it have the same thing. Reload GeoID, okay. Now I forgot where we were. Oh, we were at the offices. London office. And that goes under branding. And then Tokyo office. also goes under branding. They all have a cost of 1 now. And hot coffee with cold skyr. That's a very weird combination, I feel. You don't want to come on camera right now?
No, of course not.
Okay, okay. You guys should see the view that I have right now. It's unbelievable.
That's like scary. It's gonna be horror.
Ma, who knows? It'll be fine. Are you just gonna look at me?
Yeah, I'm just watching like YouTube. Like a live stream.
Okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, my wife has decided she's going to tune in person to the live stream. So now I have like a person just staring at me the entire time. Jamie says hi.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Hello.
He wants to
Jamie,
see.
Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie.
Ah, Jamie.
Hmm?
Can you ask him, did you eat curry?
Did you eat the curry, Jamie? That's the question I get. Enjoy the rest of your day, Sockhouse, by the way. Public IPO, I think is the next one, right? I am fighting for my concentration. I can feel the like 7 hours of live streaming starting to hit on me. +1. Watch streak reads. Hi, AV Nuts as well. He ate most of it, but not everything. Public IPO. This is definitely going to be a demo one. Not a demo one, because we need to figure out what we want to do there to begin with. Public IPO. Public IPO. I'm going to be so happy if I'm done with this. He ate the crabs very quickly. As long as you don't have crabs, Jamie, everything is good. Seamus is going to get the joke. I don't know about anyone else. I'm probably... Am I your comfort streamer now, Jamie? How does it feel? Also, I wanted to ask you. I actually wanted to text you, but I didn't. Is your new house going to have a dishwasher in it? Are you finally rid of the like manual washing curse? Because I feel like it would be miserable if you still don't have a dishwasher. But it would also be kind of funny. Government grant. Wife is not a good answer to that question. William, you're the smart one I see here. Actually, wife is not a good answer if you like being married, yeah. This is finances. Almost there. This is so just like this is the unsexy part of game dev, but we've been putting it up for too long, so I have to do it. And this is gonna guarantee William another day of work safety, work security, however you wanna call it. Yeah, I guess. Okay, you are getting a. We've got the relationship theory out. He's been running the simulations. Not getting a dishwasher, I think it's just a mistake. Especially at the scale or like the size you're at that point. And then VC funding is the last one. And we'll still do the fun stuff of like assigning some of them icons, I would say. Because right now, it's gonna all be the same basically. which ones do we have left? Volume licensing. Should be easy. And then volume licensing. I also don't know if I need to always manually do a new ID or not. But yeah. Also, our Twitch has been going up so much lately. Where like, if we keep streaming, we're like 35. I feel like we are in like some of the top rows. I actually want to check. Of like, software and game development is such a tiny category on Twitch at the end of the day. Where if you have like 100 concurrents. Also, why does Twitch have a Roblox button? Okay. Randy is still live as well. Like, where are we at? Okay, we are... we're not even in the top 12. Okay, we're number 13. Like, it's just such a small pool, I feel, the software and game development category. 2.4k viewers, 400k followers, yeah. Which is kind of like, if you would combine, but I think some of these others are also like duo streaming. I think Randy... Suji555, for reference, William is a developer on the team. Oh, actually, William, I should make you a moderator. So people like know it. Here you go. Twitch low-level rewards people who stream 3+ hours, so last couple of streams are probably getting you shown a bit to new people. Okay. The AI is called William. Kickstarter / video games? No, I'm just gonna keep working on this. I want to get this done. I need one more. Did I do volume licensing? I did. And then line of credits. Okay. Line of credit. Line of credit description. Okay. And you do a stream in English, otherwise it's worse. I'm gonna stream from now on exclusively in Dutch. And we're going to get 0 concurrent users at any point in time. God, the time until next fest countdown is also so funny. I don't know. Also, I should make you a moderator as well, Jamie. Even I will leave then. Every sentence change the language. Donc maintenant, I should do like a lot of Japanese streamers have like the auto-translated subtitles at the bottom to like English and then Japanese and then sometimes Spanish for some reason. I should just like stream in French from now on. And then have like the auto subtitles in like Russian. And that's the live stream. Nobody wants to watch that. Why does this take 1 minute? You could log in as Bite Me on Twitch. You can, William. Deal. Fuck. The 2 French people have woken up. So we stream in sign language. I don't know. Spanish is the second biggest language on Twitch. Am I surprised? I'm not sure. I know like Korea used to be giant on Twitch, but then they got like fined a lot. Building a game in Unity takes longer than recompiling a Godot engine, apparently. Who knows? The Beiß mich Spieler. My German is unfortunately... I can like survive in French. I cannot survive in German. Also, thank you for the follow, Kramko. At least Unity crashes. At least you can screen record a Unity game. that's the true flex. I don't know why this takes so long. I think it's just because my PC is like hating my life. Basically. That was good. Question game. I know like by few German words, but I don't know like any grammar, sentence structure, all of that. I can read it and that's it. Because my parents used to take me hiking. For their idea for fun vacation for an 8-year-old was to go hiking in the mountains in Germany for a week. Oh, I have an error, that's why. Burst compute already has the same ID. So it is indeed a problem. Oh god, I need to manually find which ones have the same ID. And then I need to click here, ID reload. I hope it's not gonna be too much. I thought they were German, no, Belgian. German is probably similar. Like if I read German, I can somewhat understand often kind of what it happens. We skedaddling, so gotta go. Enjoy, William. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna send you your update. Probably I will not call you anymore because it's getting late here, but I can send you a lot of text. Are we getting more? Okay. An item with the same key has already been added. 157769. Fuck. This is one of the downsides of our custom thing. Where is 157769 here? Can I like... Oh, I think I can... I just need to expand it. I can click ID and then it's random. Is there anything else? It's the same. This is also the same. Thank you for the follow, Nicoman, as well. I'm off to bed. Have a good one, guys. Thank you, Benjamin. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Wie ist dein Tag, Manix? I don't know what Tag in this case means. Yeah, this is maybe one of the implementations that I'm not really proud of, William. I'm sorry. I love you still, but there should be a better way than me having to stare at find the same number and then clicking the ID button to generate a new number. But yeah, French, I would love to speak as well as you in English, even though I like speaking English and spent months abroad, it's still difficult. It also doesn't help that you will eternally have the worst French accent of your life and there's nothing you can do about it. I actually met one French person once who didn't have it. Okay, next bug 6337026. This is a miserable. This is so miserable. 6337. Okay, will we use it anywhere else? I don't know. Let's just change it. But yeah, my French is not good. It's not like I'm fluent in French, not at all. So don't get your hopes up. I grew up in the north part of Belgium. Can you ask what you use explicit UID for? Fuck, it had a reason. I think because we just wanted a better primary key or something. Okay, we solved it. Why did they not show up? They should all show up. Or is it maybe because I'm loading an old save? I think that may be the problem. Let's try this again. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Norman. No, why did they not show up? Because I think I configured them, no? Otherwise, they have some costs. They have all directories. Huh, shucks. At some point, you just have to embrace the French accent. People understand you better than when you try to speak good English. Yeah. Hey, Norman. Yeah. When I studied in Ireland, the worst was the Spanish accent. They also are sometimes kind of miserable. That's true. I don't know why it doesn't work. Oh, actually, I think I have an idea. I think I need to also explicitly like click this reload button. And then we wait. And then we have an error in research notes. Identifier expected. What? Oh. I'm using an invalid thing in my name, I think. Why is this invalid? I'm just going to call this bit architecture. And then try again. How's my Japanese? It's like, it's okay. Don't use a number. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna fuck it up. Can I clear this? Compiling scripts. Seems to be better now. Oh, I closed my writer. Fuck. Come on, Unity. I want to go to sleep. I could have taken an entire nap while you were reloading domain. Time is ticking. 7 days and 4 hours and 58 minutes till next fest. Okay, we made it. I think we can now see them in the skill tree. And then we can go to bed. Oh, Jamie, are you still watching also? I don't know if you are. Okay, so we got the dashboard, perfect research. Okay, I did not correctly do my categories, it seems. Okay, as a response to your message, everything works perfectly. No worries. Any Bite Me fans streaming afterwards would love to watch. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is kind of the UI we would want to go for. And then we can be like research and then we get it. Let's just fix the categories. Shouldn't take long. And then it should be neat. Let's make this bigger again. So volume licensing is finances. Huh. Oh, because I never made an actual category, I think, for finances. Research view. And then here. Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be a William thing. He has this thing. Research directory. Okay, I can do this, actually. I don't need to ask him. Make one new one. Finances directory. And then text. Oh, we need to localize this as well, I think. Yeah, okay, let's do that in a second. Let's just give it another icon for now. Is there anything here finance related? Let's do the vault. Right, yeah, should be fine. So then here on the finances directory, finances, and then in the research view, we create a new one, finances directory. I think that should be it. Hey, Evelyn, you're joining right as we're going to be heading out soon, most likely. It's just some final tests to see if everything is working as expected. Motherfucker, do you ever sleep? Hopefully in like 30 minutes from now. Although I'm surprisingly not tired. Part of me wants to go on for like another 2 hours, but also part of me knows that my brain is absolutely cooked if I look at like how I've been going. Okay, so it doesn't seem to correctly change the display. Also here, I suddenly had the description as a title. We can fix those things. It's fine. I don't need to care about the icons now. We're going to do that another time. We're just going to commit this. And we're going to make William figure. I'm going to do one more localization. Just so it's done. So it's clean and we don't forget it. General. Research category finances. Oh, we have it. I just need to pull it. General. Google. Pull. Image. Not image. Text. Finances. Perfect. Okay. I'll be able to get some work done soon at least. I'll lose amusing myself for a bit and got bored. List of tasks to work to. Perfect. So you can at least do some stuff as well. Oh, I think I also want to solve the issue on the UI views worldview. I think I can just solve it this way. No, uptime. Actually, I'm not sure why. The worldview panel, this one. DC info panel. This should be at 245, 255. Okay, problem solved. Let's go at it. Sigma grind set no sleep. What's the localization plugin? Doesn't look like I2. This is the Unity built-in localization. We switched for this project. This is the first time we're not using I2 localize. We're still figuring out some of the kinks. William is very happy with it. I think it has some things, but I think we just need to learn the tool better. And that's it. Okay, let's do a commit of 78 changed files. That's less than I expected. Research entries. And other stuff, I think. Question mark. Let's close Unity so I definitely have everything saved. I need to hoover. I love how British people use the term hoover. I'm gonna hoover the house, darling. Everyone else, I'm gonna vacuum. I am team vacuum as well. And let's push this. Oh yeah, in the research finances category seems to be lumped in, what's it called? Monetization. And I think we're gonna leave it at this, guys and girls. It drops on you. I was in the UK off and on. So thank you everyone for having joined. Now I hoover and drink lots of tea. And I'm gonna go to sleep because it's been a very long day. And I want to say thank you to everyone who joined me on this madness. Is Indie Game Clinic live? I don't know actually. Is he? How did it work again? I keep forgetting it. Night. I have no idea. I can't seem to find how it works. Can I redirect? Is anyone live? Nope. Nobody's live. We're just gonna end it here. Thank you for a great stream. Thank you very much, Evelyn. I'll be back 2 days from now. Viewer call-in. And I'm excited for it. It's been like 3 months or something at this point. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.